Hey guys, Chief Williams Unfiltered. Today I want to talk about tire pressure monitors. A lot of cars today have tire pressure monitors and people just don't know how they work. So I want to give you a little background, explain to you guys what they do and why. So Porsche was the first manufacturer that came up with tire pressure monitors in a production car, and that was back in 1986. As with most new technologies, once one car manufacturer starts using something, then everybody else copies that technology and uses it in their cars. If you ever drove a car in the 80s that had automatic seat belts, you'll know exactly what I mean. I think those automatic seat belts were probably the worst invention ever, but they didn't last. A lot of people were just not comfortable with being attacked by their seatbelt when they got in the car. But tire pressure monitors, they don't work by magic. They don't. It's not some magical technology that tells you how much pressure is in the tire. There's actually a tiny battery. It's like a watch battery and a FM radio transmitter in each wheel that transmits a radio signal that reads the air pressure inside the tire and submits it to the engine control unit, which is the computer for the car, and it displays it on your dashboard or screen or however the car is set up. Now, some are a little bit more advanced than others. Some just tell you that one of the tires is bad, and then you just have to take a guess. You have a 1 in 4 chance of figuring out which tire is actually low. So if you start refilling the right tire, then congratulations, you hit the lottery on the air pressure tire contest. But most cars built after 2007 will tell you exactly which tire is low and exactly how low it is, and then you have an opportunity to put some air in it. I had a friend the other day. Her tire pressure monitor went off. She went to a gas station that had free air. Those are always good to find, the ones with the free air, so you don't have to put $1 in to pay for air. So she filled the tire, and then later on the day, the tire was low again. So she ended up having to go to a tire shop to get the tire plugged. So there are two different ways to fix a tire. You can either plug the hole if it's in the tread or patch it. And that's a whole nother conversation. But today I want to focus on just tire pressure monitors. Once you realize that the tire is low and it does hold air after you put air in it, then you're pretty much good to go. If there is a slow leak in the tire, I recommend that everybody take it to a tire shop or a vehicle, whatever your manufacturer, the dealership is, and have it looked at. They can usually, really the way they do it is they take the tire off the wheel, stick it in a big pool of water to see where the air is coming out, and if there's bubbles coming out of the tire, then they know that that's where they need to plug the hole. Now, if there's a hole in the sidewall, those tires cannot be used. You can't patch a tire. It's not safe to patch a tire if it's on the sidewall, but if it's within the tread, they can often either patch it or plug it, and then you'll be good to go. The tire pressure for each vehicle is different. Inside the door of most cars, it shows you what the recommended tire pressure is for your vehicle. Tires actually have a stamp on them right next to the size and the rating of the tire. The first few letters tell you how wide the tire is. The second numbers tell you what the diameter of the tire is, and then the speed rating. But I'll do another video explaining how to read tire size. But the tire pressure for your vehicle is typically inside the driver's side door on a sticker. And this picture right here shows you what those stickers typically look like. In most cases, the tire pressure on the door sticker is different from the tire pressure recommended on the tire itself. And the difference for that is because the manufacturer of the tire has a max rating for that tire, but your vehicle was tested by the manufacturer with those size tires, and they recommend a certain amount of air pressure in your tires to keep your vehicle safe. Another thing I want to cover is if you ever have to use fix a flat, be sure to let the tire shop know that you put that stuff inside the tire, because it's a bunch of slime and it makes a huge mess when they dismount the wheel from the tire. And you don't want to piss off a tire shop by not telling them that you have a bunch of slime inside the wheel. So just a note to self, anybody that if you ever use Fix-A-Flat as a temporary fix, Fix-A-Flat is not a permanent fix for your tire. Once you get that tire to a shop, be sure to warn them that there's slime inside the tire, because Fix-A-Flat is really a bunch of slime that just covers up the hole where the leak is. But that's all I have for today. I hope you have a good understanding of tire pressure monitors and how they work. It's not magic. There's actually a little tiny radio transmitter inside each wheel. If you replace a tire, it needs to be resynced with the engine control unit. They do have machines that you can order online to do it yourself. Most tire shops will automatically resync the new tire that you put on to the engine control unit. But if you do have to put the spare tire on, or you have to call AAA because you don't know how to change the tire, you will get an error until you sync that new tire and new tire pressure monitor sensor to your engine control unit. So I hope you have a good understanding. Please like, share, and subscribe. Chief Williams, I'm out.